Hello, I'm Harry, and today my team and I will present our findings from the low fidelity phase. Our video covers introduction, paper prototype, persona walkthrough, research study, and design changes. I will begin with the introduction. In terms of our project definition, Global is an interactive platform targeting the mental health issue of international students. While international students enrich campus with diverse perspectives, many experience loneliness. Our goal is to foster the connection, share experience, and create a global empathy community. In terms of our approach, first we emphasize through shared experience. Second, we want to build a global community. Next, I will show the first three texts we designed for the paper prototype. The first text for the paper prototype involves a sign-up process using a large OLED screen displaying dynamic content. Users are greeted with a welcome screen upon approach for individual interaction. After that, the user will register and complete the verification. The user will then automatically come to the home page. The second tag is browse location information. First, the user will come to the home page after completing login. On the home page, user can select a location directly from the homepage's map or search for the location using the search bar. After selecting a location in one of the two previous ways, the user is presented with a location profile and selection buttons. After that, the user can select image, audio, or video. Then, the user is taken to the corresponding screen like this to browse. The third tag is upload personal experience. User can access an add feature in three ways. After logging into the homepage, user can access the Add Experience Overlay feature directly using the Add Experience button on the bottom bar of the homepage. Or, user can select a location on the map or via the search bar and use the Add Experience button. It's just like this page shows. In all three ways, user will eventually access to the Add Experience Overlay and will be able to upload their own experience and make posts.
Hi, I'm Zoe. I will continue with task 4. So task 4 is replying message. There are two ways to reply a message. After logging into the homepage, user can enter the chat directly by selecting the chat box icon below the homepage interface. Another way is to enter the community by clicking on the Earth icon. Then user can select the content they're interested in and click on them. After that, the user will be navigated to the detail interface of the content publisher. At the end, the user can enter the chat interface by clicking on the message button. Task 5 is editing profile. After logging in, there are three ways to achieve this goal. First, user can click on the avatar icon in the upper right corner and lower right corner. Both methods will navigate them to the profile page. There is another method similar to task 4, which is clicking on the content that the user is interested in after entering the community. Then the user can enter the profile page by clicking on the avatar icon. After entering the profile page, user can change their personal information by clicking on the Edit Profile button. How our interface serves persona and background research. In our persona and background research, we found that international students face some common problems. First, most international students are dispersed, and there is no platform or organization that can bring everyone together. This leads to barriers for international students to socialize. On this basis, when academic problems and homesick arise, international students may develop psychological problems. Therefore, we provide a platform for international students to communicate and share their experience. This can not only help international students from different cultures understand each other, but also unite them and enhance their sense of belongings.
So now we're going to be going through the persona walkthrough. So for each of our members, we were assigned a user persona and we had some time to read the persona and get a grasp of who the person was. And then each group member went through the paper prototypes in character of the user persona and went through the 5 tasks of signing up, logging in and looking at a location's images, adding a personal experience, messaging someone, and finally editing our profile. So for the actionable changes and changes considered, the functionality of the map was not clear to the users, and so we added text to clear that up. And also for the buttons, their functions were not clear, so we added text to make that more clear to the users as well. And finally, for the last three, we decided to make the icon for adding friends more clear because that was not clear to the users of how to add friends. And for the location overlay step, basically how it was before is you would click the map in the location and image would come up, and then you have to tap it again for the icons to show up. And we made that into a one step, so as soon as they click the map, everything would show up. And for the profile editing status, that was not clear to our users, so we made the icon more clear for users to click and edit their profile. Now moving on to the research study. So for the research study, we got our interviewees and we asked for their consent for the interview, and then we got them to think aloud while using our prototype, and we recorded everything that they were saying, including for the consent as well. And then we continued to have an interview asking them questions while still being on record. And then when the recording finished, we got them to fill out our survey. After that was done, we got a transcript of everything that they said in the interview and the talk out loud, think out loud. And then we had a group meeting where we discussed the infinity diagram and we discussed what the users thought of the prototype and anything that went wrong. And then we came up with actionable solutions for those issues that we saw. Now moving on to the design changes. So privacy was a big part of it since users were concerned about their emails and personal information being displayed out in the public, since this would be on the university campus. Also for the text button, the text send button was not visual unless you type something into the box. And also for the sign up and login, they wanted to see something that was a little bit more quicker, such as a Face ID scan that would scan their face and then let them log in. And now for the last two, for the map was still confusing. They didn't know if they should tap the map, what it would do. And also for the profile, they found that it was very cluttered and that it would need more organization. And that is all. Thank you.